We'll do it all. Everything.
It is October 8th, 2018. 6:21 a.m. Day 5 of me on this medication to quit smoking. I have to take my pill now. So I've gone 10 hours without a cigarette, which is more than normal because normally I have my last cigarette at like 10 or 10:30 and then I wake up at 6:30. But I had my last cigarette at 8:30 last night and I'm not going to have my next one until 7:30 this morning. Would I like to just quit altogether today? Yeah, a little bit. Part of me wants to because I have gone this long so far. But realistically, we know that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to wait till 7:30. So I just finished breakfast. I was debating whether I wanted to go out for a cigarette or not after I ate. I figured I would eat and see how I felt. And I really want one, so I'm about to go have one, and then I'm going to get in the shower and get ready for work. And I'm hoping that I will not have my next cigarette until 9:45. All right, so it's about 8:40, and I'm leaving for work. And this right now is normally when I would be lighting up my cigarettes, because like I've said in my vlogs prior, this cigarette on the way to work is very, very important to me. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how this drive goes. I'm going to throw in some gum and put some music on and just try not to think about it. So I will let you know what happens. Okay, so funny thing just happened. I got into the car and just out of reflex, I pulled the cigarette out and put it in my mouth and said, oh my God, I'm not going to smoke one. What am I doing? I meant to put a piece of gum in my mouth, but just out of reflex, I put this in my mouth. So we're not gonna do that. I'm not craving one too bad right now. I mean, I want one, but it's not like a horrible craving like it was on Saturday. And I just had one like an hour ago at 7:30, so I'm gonna open me a pack of gum and chew that instead. Last time I quit smoking, I was like chewing the Orbit Sweet Mint religiously. But now I've really grown attached to this citrus Orbit. Oh my God, it's so good. So we'll see what happens today. I might get some more lollipops. I don't know, not sure, but. All right, so I am on my way to the bank right now. And I'm not even sure if they're open because it's Columbus Day, so they're probably not open. But they never answer the phone over there, so I can't even call to find out. And I can't just not bring the deposit, especially if they are open. So I have to go. The other reason too is I'll have literally an hour to sit and do nothing at work if I don't go. And that is going to lead to more smoking. And I don't want to do that. I successfully made it to work without smoking in the car. Didn't even bother me. I had some music on. I just kind of zoned out and just was in my zone and drove to work. But now I'm craving a cigarette. It's not a horrible craving. It's not like it was on Saturday where it's panicky. But I am getting a little hot and a little antsy and agitated because I do want a cigarette. I'll put in another piece of gum just so I have more flavor, because gum loses its flavor so quickly. I think I might stop and get some lollipops today or some type of hard candy, because that really, really helped to have something to like suck on. I also do have my lozenges with me in case I need those today, but I'm really gonna try not to use them. I would prefer not to use them the entire time I'm quitting smoking. My pharmacist did prescribe them to me. She insisted that I take lozenges in addition to my medication. So I took the lozenges, but I'm probably not going to use them. Or I'm going to try not to. I think the only time I'll use them is if I'm at the point where I have completely quit smoking, I'm smoking nothing anymore, and I get a really, really bad craving, like a panicky craving, then I may use one. We'll see what happens. I think candy's gonna end up getting me through this, which kind of sucks because really, 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 really don't want to eat candy because I finally lost all this weight and I don't want to eat anything unhealthy. I know it sounds crazy. Candy every once in a while is fine, but if I'm gonna do it to try and quit smoking, I'm gonna have to eat quite a lot of candy because I crave quite a lot during the day. I think what I may have to do is just quit smoking with this candy and then a couple months down the road, start cutting out candy. I'm probably gonna gain some weight back anyway from quitting smoking. Typically people do gain weight when they quit smoking, but that being said, a lot of people replace their smoking with eating. But I'm gonna try my damnedest not to. I don't see anyone in the bank, so guess we're going back. That was a nice little drive though. On my way back now, and I really want a cigarette. That's kind of what I've been thinking about for the past 10 minutes. I'm starting to get agitated, and I just feel really hot. I'm gonna try turning the AC on, see if that helps. Also, I'm sorry if you can't see more of me today. I know normally I have my camera pointed down, but watching my vlogs back, you can see the dash here, and I don't want you to see that because it's covered in ash and it's disgusting. My whole car is covered in ash and it smells like smoke in here, and there's empty cigarette packs all over my car. There have been times where there have been so many cigarette packs in here that it's ridiculous, and that's kind of gross. There's been times where I've thrown a cigarette out the window and it's flown back in through the back window and burnt my seat, just sat there and burnt. There's times where I flicked it and the cherries come off and land in my lap while I'm driving. It's so dangerous to smoke a cigarette while you're driving. It's crazy. I think in the next day or so, maybe Wednesday, I'll go get my car detailed. I don't know. Soon I'll get it detailed though, and then completely stop smoking in my vehicle. Even if I am still smoking and I haven't completely quit, I would like to stop smoking in my vehicle. But anyways, alright, so I will stop rambling. I'm almost back to the store, and then at 9:45, I'm probably going to go smoke a cigarette. Actually, I'm definitely going to go smoke a cigarette because I won't be able to have another one until 1 o'clock, and I haven't had one since 7:30 this morning. So I will see you then. So it's 9:45 and I'm smoking my cigarette, and I'm just a little irritated this morning, just because sometimes as a store manager it can be quite frustrating. Just a little irritated, so a cigarette definitely helps. So I'm gonna try and not smoke on my break, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. My break's at 1 o'clock. I may just smoke one at 2 right before I go back, but I'm not sure. So time to get back to work. It's 1:30 and I took my break a little bit later than normal. Normally I take it at 1 o'clock, but today I took it at 1:30 for a couple different reasons. One, I was just waiting for myself to get a little bit hungrier, and two, I got kind of wrapped up in making a spreadsheet for something for work. So I said, you know what the heck, I'll just go at 1:30, and that way it also put my cigarette off a whole extra half hour too. So I am going to really try and not smoke one, although I think I may smoke one towards the end of my break, but we'll see. I'm gonna sit here and watch some YouTube and eat my lunch. Okay, so I just finished eating and I really want an after lunch cigarette really bad. It's not a horrible craving yet, but I really want one. So what I'm gonna do is put some gum in my mouth, go walk around the mall, because when I walk around the mall, time flies. So I'm going to probably smoke a cigarette at 2:15 because I have to go back to work at 2:30. But we'll see what happens. I may try not to smoke one, but I'll probably end up smoking one. But that being said, it's been better than the past few days, because the past few days I've been smoking 1.5, 2. So this would be the first day that I've only smoked one, which that's good. So yeah, gonna go walk around the mall and see what kind of deals there are. Okay, so I've killed all this time and now it's 2:10 And I told myself 2:15, and it's been really kind of excruciating counting down the minutes. I literally feel like everyone's staring at me. So I'm just walking back towards the store now. And that way I can go smoke my 2:15 cigarette. So I think I did pretty well. I haven't had one since 9:45. So, okay, so I'm back at the store now. And I just went outside to smoke a cigarette. And I couldn't even get through the whole thing. I only smoked half of it because it gave me a wicked head buzz, and I've always hated the feeling of a head buzz after like you don't smoke for a couple hours. And I was smoking so much that I like wasn't getting that, and I forgot what that felt like. And you know, I took a couple of drags and started getting a head buzz, and like I just thought to myself, I'm like, I really don't even want this. Like, I didn't even want my cigarette. Now that I just put it out, I'm like, God, I should have smoked it. Like, but when I was smoking it, it just, I don't know, it made me feel really weird, and I didn't like it, and I put it out. I only smoked half of it. So that makes 2.5 cigarettes today, and it's 2:20. I'm gonna try and not smoke one on the way home, which will be at 4:30. I'm only gonna try and smoke one after dinner. I do have to run to Walmart after work, so I'm hoping that I will be able to drive to Walmart, get what I need, and then on the way home, not smoke a cigarette at all. So I'm hoping my next cigarette will be at like 6:30, and then I am going to try and skip my 8 o'clock cigarette and just have one before bed. So if I stay on schedule and doing that, I'll come in at 4.5 cigarettes today. And the kind of sad thing a little bit is that I feel like if I do 4.5 cigarettes today, my limit has to go down to 5. And I can't do any more because I've made that progress today. So I don't want to go back up to 7. Tomorrow will be 5, and I will not be smoking any more than 5 ever again. So if for some reason I get through tomorrow and I do 4 or I do 3, then that limit changes to 3. I'm not going to backtrack. I've made it down this far, and I don't want to backtrack and smoke more than I already have. Because at that point I would have gone through a day smoking only 4 cigarettes. So I've proven to myself that I can do it. I'm not going to smoke any more than that. That would be silly. But I'm back at work now. I have to clock in a couple of minutes, so I will see you at 4:30. Okay, so it is now 4:30, and I just got out of work, and I am on my way to Walmart to pick up a couple things. However, I do really want a cigarette, so I'm gonna smoke one and see how I feel. So far, I've just had 2.5 today. So if I smoke this full one, it'd be 3.5, and I would be coming in around 5 or 6 today. I may only smoke half of this, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try and smoke one, and I'll update you and see how it goes. So I only smoked half a cigarette. That makes 3 whole cigarettes today. I'm starting to get a headache from smoking, if that makes any sense. I don't know, I was smoking and it almost made me want to throw up. I don't know what it is today. It's just, I don't know what the difference from yesterday was, but I just really don't feel like smoking today. It's very odd. It's also kind of frustrating because my mind wants a cigarette, but my body is saying, no, we don't want that. I'm probably not gonna have another one until after dinner. And even then, I may not even smoke a full one. I don't know. I smoked 2 and then a half on my break, and then I just smoked half. So that's 3 cigarettes today. I'd say that's pretty dang good. All right, so I just had dinner with my dad. We had some amazing Mexican food. And I got to smoke my after dinner cigarette. It is 6:41. I had that half a cigarette at about 4:30. I'm gonna see if I can get through this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but we'll see. Gotta have my after dinner cigarette. That one's really hard. I was just talking to my dad and I told him that I probably wouldn't even smoke it, but then I walked outside and then I really wanted one, so I'm gonna give in because this is only cigarette number 4 today. So if I smoke this and then wait until bedtime for my next cigarette, 5 cigarettes today. If things keep going this way and I keep kind of feeling like this, then I may be completely done by the end of the week. And then the real uphill battle begins. You know, it's definitely a battle right now cutting down. It's gonna be hard to cut out completely. Having 0 during the day. Not smoking at all. That's gonna be rough. Anyways, I'm on my way home now. And I will update you when I have my next cigarette. So it's a little after 8:30 now, and I just smoked another half a cigarette. I was kind of craving a little, so I smoked half of one, and it seems to be enough tobacco to kind of satisfy me. So I'll probably smoke another half before I go to bed, but I don't know, I'm not really feeling it, so we'll see. So I'd say it was a pretty successful day. I just went out and smoked another half of a cigarette, so I don't know. I'm too tired to think. I've lost track. I think I've smoked 5 today. I don't know. But it is about 10:30 now, and I'd say it's time for bed. My goal tomorrow is going to be 5 or less cigarettes. And I would like to get through most of my work day without smoking. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.